Tension erupts in the courtroom as the victim lashes out after the defendant gets probation. Emotions run high in this dramatic moment. Watch what happens next.
So you entered a plea of no contest to both counts 1 and 2. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years. There's a $2,500 fine. State is silent on your application for deferred. The state recommends community supervision, and there's to be restitution to the complainants. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor, that is what we understood.
All right. So we are here for sentencing. The state is in agreement to your having supervision, which is a conviction, but they're silent on your application for deferred. So let's get to the crux of this situation. Why should I give you deferred adjudication, counsel?
Your Honor, we've given a mitigation packet to you to talk about Mr. Curiel. That's been given to the state. The state reviewed that before they give that to you. Judge, we come to you today to, first of all, accept responsibility, but also to give an explanation.
Is there anything you wish to say? You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Kevin Creel.
All right, so how old are you?
I'm 40 years old.
How old were you then?
Has been 37.
All right, and how long had you been a driver when you were 37? How many years?
CDL driver, 9 years. Driver's license since I was 16.
All right, so then you know, especially with a CDL, if there's an accident, you have to stop.
And render it.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So why didn't you do that in this case?
Well, let me start. When the accident occurred, it was my fault. I was having an argument with the passenger, took my eyes off the road. I caused an accident. When I did, my first reaction, check on passenger, I got out and I walked to the victim's vehicle. Are you okay? Is everybody okay? Hold on, 911's been called, and that's when I was met with a man without a shirt. And that's where everything just took a twist. I was scared. I admit I should have waited. So I didn't know that the cops were there. My attorney has shown me evidence that it suggests that there was police there. I didn't know, and I left. If the police were there, I 100% should have waited. And it was a rough night.
Any other questions? Any questions?
Stay down.
All right, and the court will note for the record, the court has reviewed the police transcription 911 call, which seems to corroborate what the witness is saying as it relates to someone approaching him. And I want everyone to know I can understand someone approaching someone in anger when there's an accident and your loved one is injured. And by the same token, I understand if someone is being approached in anger at an accident. And from the photos that were admitted to the court to review, the defendant was injured as well. I just don't see what would be the justice, I guess, for want of a better term, and giving him a conviction where if he has the deferred adjudication, he is looking at the full range of punishment. So is there anything that I'm missing that would suggest to the court that Mr. Curiel should not have deferred?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
There you go. And I'm basing my decision on granting his application based upon the mitigation packet that's been submitted to the court and based upon the stipulations that have been given to the court as well. So with regards to sentencing, this is what the court will do. And counsel, I'm going to return to you the 911 call and the conversations that were recorded and that were transcribed.
Thank you, Judge.
So counts 1 and counts 2. Do you have a suggestion for length of deferred? And I'm expecting everyone to be reasonable. And do you have any objection, even though the state is silent, do you have any objection? I know they're silent on your application for deferred. I am granting your application for deferred. They're asking that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. So state, I'm assuming that you are asking for the deferred to be for what length of time?
10 years, Your Honor.
All right, so they're asking for 10 years.
Judge, we would ask for 5. We believe that in that time, he'll show the court who he is, and if it'll become clear very soon if he's able to do it, and then he'll have the full range available regardless of how long the term is.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do.
Your Honor, may I briefly respond?
Yes,
The state would prefer the court to impose 10 years of deferred adjudication because if, as defense counsel claims, Mr. Curiel shows the court who he is and abides by his requirements, then he should be able to come to the court and request to be terminated early from supervision.
That's correct.
okay. Then we will do it for 10 years. All right. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, $2,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent, 200 hours of community service restitution, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, the defensive driving course. There's to be restitution, if any. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, you need to let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, is there any victim impact?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Liao? If you could unmute for me, please.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right, Ms. Liao, it's the court's understanding that you would like to have a victim impact statement.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you may proceed.
Okay,
Oh,
hi,
I'm
my
so
name.
sorry. Before you do that, also, there's going to be a restitution hearing.
Okay,
Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset for a restitution hearing?
March 4th.
All right, Ms. Liao, the restitution hearing is going to be March 4th. Whatever documentation you have, be sure to tender that to the state. And you'll be allowed to appear for the restitution hearing by Zoom. No objections, I'm assuming?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed, Ms. Liao.
Hi, my name is Inez Leal. I am, the reason for the impact statement is I am in agreement with everything that y'all have for the sentencing part. And thank you so much for giving them the 10 years deferred. And the reason why I want the 10 years deferred is because he didn't acknowledge us. Yes, my brother was upset. He was very upset because I was screaming in so much pain. And not once did he acknowledge us. And that is the only reason why I am angry. Still angry because there was 3 females in the vehicle. It wasn't a car full of men or young kids or anything. I'm an old lady with two young girls. Like, he did not acknowledge us. So I just want to say that part. Second is, I didn't know the extent of my injuries. Now after the wreck, I needed surgery and I have 6 screws and 2 rods. Before that, I was working 6 days a week, 10 to 15 hours a day, 6 days a week, supporting my family. And now I'm not able to work. I want to work. I hate having to be at home now. I'm sitting here, I'm going a little bit over a year trying to get disability, trying to get Social Security. I'm behind all my bills, like, since the wreck. And like, he's able, I'm glad he got hurt too, but it was his fault. And I'm glad that he's acknowledging that it was his fault. Now, the thing is that me, I'm disabled permanently for the rest of my life, and I'm still young. And my grandkids are coming. I can't even enjoy parties, barbecues. I mean, and I'm literally not making none of this up. If I could work right now, and I want to work right now, but my body does not let me work. And so now my two youngest ones, my third one already turned 18, so he's grown. He can start working or whatnot. But my two younger ones are the ones that are hurting because those are the ones that I should be. When I was working, I was spoiling my older ones. But now that it's coming, it's. I'm trying to keep this brief, but my two younger ones now that I'm supposed to be spoiling because I've already spoiled the three older ones when I was working, and now I'm not able to work. Now I'm gonna have to sit here and live on a set income that I'm not ready for. I don't want to live off of 900 a month and then whatever Social Security decides to send me or whatnot. So that's the reason for the restitution, because you're gonna get to work, you're gonna get to enjoy your family outings with your kids or whatnot. But what about me? I'm sitting here disabled for the rest of my life. I got 6 screws and 2 rods. I'm waiting to get surgery on my lower back. Like, guy, you made a bad choice, and it's affecting you. But you're still getting to enjoy life, and I'm not. And my kids are not, or my grandkids are not. Like, you made a bad choice and you messed up my life. Because I was that woman, that single mother for the past 12 years that wanted to go work. I didn't care about child support. I didn't want no child support. I could care less if he owes me that. The kid's dad owes me that for the rest of his life or whatnot. I didn't care. I didn't want to depend on that. So I went out and busted my butt to sit there and support my kids and have a roof over their head and get them what they wanted, what they needed, and then some of what they wanted. And now I'm sitting here waiting for a darn check that I still haven't got. And behind my bills, I didn't get my kids nothing for Christmas. Nothing for Christmas because I have nothing. Like, you just don't know. And I don't know why I can't see you. I wish I could have seen you. I can't even see you in the video or when I wish you could see me, the pain that you've caused me and my family. And this is for the rest of my life. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it brief. I have a lot more to say. I have just so much anger for the way that I'm stuck now for the rest of my life. But thank you. And
Thank
thank you for sentencing for the 10 years. That's just what I wanted. I did. I'm sorry that I know he has no priors except for whatever I heard, the marijuana or whatnot. But what do you call it? I'm very, because I want him to remember for at least 10 years that you've ruined my life, that you're going to have to go report and do what you got to do so you can remember me, instead of you doing this for 5 years and then for you to sit there and after that you're going to be, oh, happy-go-lucky and, oh, let's party, we're done with the fight. No. 10 years, guy, 10 years.
All right, so thank you so much, Ms. Leal. Just make sure that you have that information for the state with regards to your restitution. And thank you so much for zooming in. And both the defense and state have agreed that for the restitution hearing, you are able to appear by Zoom. And that date is going to be March 4th. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Happy. I upload courtroom video for education purpose. This video may contain copyrighted works not specifically authorized for use, but believed in good faith to be protected by the fair use doctrine under Section 107 of U.S. copyright law.